My family wanted me to leave my wife for my ex, the one who broke my heart. But standing up for my marriage turned into the best decision of my life. I'm a 29-year-old guy. My wife and I had been married for 3 years. She was everything I could have hoped for, smart, funny, and with a heart of gold. But there was always one small problem: my family. They never quite warmed up to her, always finding some subtle way to make her feel like an outsider. I chalked it up to them being set in their ways, hoping time would smooth things over. As we pulled up to my parents' house that Saturday evening, something felt off. The air was thick with tension, like the calm before a storm. My wife squeezed my hand, offering a reassuring smile. "It'll be fine," she said, but I could hear the uncertainty in her voice. We walked in to find the entire family gathered: my parents, my 2 older sisters, and even my grandmother. They were all seated in the living room, faces serious, as if we had walked into an intervention. My father stood up, his expression unreadable. "Son," he said, his voice grave. "We need to talk." I felt my stomach drop. Those words never preceded anything good. My wife and I sat down on the loveseat, suddenly feeling like we were on trial. My mother spoke next, her voice syrupy sweet in a way that always spelled trouble. "Sweetie, we've been thinking, it's been 3 years since you got married, and well, we think it's time for a change." I blinked, confused. "A change? What do you mean?" That's when my oldest sister chimed in, her tone matter of fact. "We think you should divorce her." The words hit me like a punch to the gut. I felt my wife stiffen beside me, her hand gripping mine so tight it hurt. For a moment I was sure I had misheard, but the serious expressions on their faces told me otherwise. "What the hell are you talking about?" I finally managed to sputter out. My father leaned forward, his voice low and intense. "Son, we've been patient. We thought maybe she'd grow on us, that you'd see sense, but it's clear now that this was a mistake. She's not right for you, not right for this family." I looked around the room, hoping to see a hint of a joke, a sign that this was all some elaborate prank, but all I saw were stern faces and expectant looks. My grandmother, usually the voice of reason, spoke up. "We only want what's best for you, dear, and we think what's best is for you to end this unfortunate union." I felt like I was in some sort of twisted twilight zone. My family, the people who were supposed to support me, were sitting here calmly discussing the dissolution of my marriage as if they were planning a weekend barbecue. "Have you all lost your minds?" I asked, my voice rising. "I love my wife. We're happy. Where is this coming from?" My mother reached out, patting my knee in a patronizing gesture. "Honey, we know you think you're happy, but we can see what you can't. She's holding you back. You could do so much better." That's when my youngest sister dropped the bomb that would change everything. "We think you should give Kay another chance." Kay, my high school sweetheart, the girl my family had always adored, the one who broke my heart when she cheated on me senior year. I hadn't thought about her in years, and now here was her name being thrown into this already surreal conversation.